Welcome to Super Quiz Night. And you know what? Let's get straight into it. Let's get the first lobby underway. You probably can't see it on stream, but it is OUHO. Whoa, hello. That's different. Look at your badge. Oh, yes, very sparkly, very sparkly. Oh, look at all these people with sprites that have gone beyond level 16, so it doesn't actually work on the screen. I'll show you right now. Window game, that one. There you go. Yeah, it's all gone a bit. The sprites got a bit bonked here because the level is way too high. People's levels are higher than 16, so it's all going a bit crazy. But hey ho, that's just a cosmetic effect. How are you all doing this evening? Welcome, Fellblade. Hello, Fellblade. Score count, random zombie, egg fried, catnip, Jerry, Ryan, Emsley, JSack, Lupine, Cetra, Lion TK, Puzzle Dan, Ryan. Who else? Random zombie, I think I already said. Toshi, hello Toshi, if you're still around. Welcome to you all. The video is being a bit laggy. One moment. I need to do something about that. I have to change the background effect back to the static one because it's... Unfortunately, it's a bit power hungry, that background effect. I need to optimize it a bit. So, although it was nice and sparkly on the opening screen, it eats up things, so I have to turn it off for the moment so that we get all the frames back. DJ Sack, yes. Did I fix rank? Yeah, all of your players' ranks have now been corrected as of last week's craziness. So points should be given as you did earn them last week. Yes, Random Zombie, you're in third place. That's a good spot to be in. So yes, we go straight into Wonderwall, game number 1 for this evening. We've got Wonderwall, which will be going on until about 20 to 8. And then we will be moving on to Impossible. Then after that, we'll be going on to Wipeout. And then after that, we'll end with some 1 versus 100. And this will be a roughly 5-hour long stream. I kind of intend on finishing at midnight. If technical problems occur at any point, we'll just deal with it. Yes, there will be some Impossible in there, Random Zombie. Impossible is the next game show up. That'll be on at about 10 to 8. Yeah, we'll just wing it. If there's any technical problems, like the ones you're seeing now, because I did a very fast upgrade to Wonderwall to try and get it to work in a slightly newer format, but it's still a bit sketchy. And also at the moment, Wipeout still doesn't give any XP out because I didn't want to touch the code for that because that seems to be working as it stands and I didn't want to mess too much with it. I didn't server ping. You're right, I didn't. Let's do a server ping. Let's do here. Live now. HTTP twitch.tv. There you go, server pinged. Oh, come on, Discord. Are you going to do that kind of thing again? Does this every now and then where it actually doesn't actually send a message even though I explicitly hit the button to send the message. Here. Live now. HTTPS twitch.tv at_bash. Send out. Okay, that sent that time. Okie dokie. Clive Legend, I see you're here as well. Welcome. And Talcott. And Avt. Welcome, Avt. Right. Let's get this first one underway. I need to get to the right layout so that I can hit my magic full screen button at the right time. Not just the one game of Wonderwall. We'll just keep going until we get to about 7:45. So however many lobbies we need to get to that point. Yeah, if this is your first time, Talcott, that's fine. Yeah, sit out because you don't need to be in the hot seat to actually play along. You can just answer without being in the hot seat. For those that do not know how to play, the The screen will be filled with 49 answers, each with a number, 1 through 49. And each of the questions will then have one of those answers on the board. You just need to give the number of the answer you think is the right one. Those in the actual hot seat have a few extra things they can play with, but those in spectator, they can just answer whenever you like. You get more points if you answer earlier than the hot seat player. You get less points if you answer after the hot seat player for the same question. Very simple, really. Learning hot seat with no idea what I'm doing. Well, I mean, some other people have done that as well, Fellblade. Some other people have done that. Alright, let's get this first game underway. Good luck to you all, and let's pick the first contestant. Tips are getting it just in time. But it's Clive of Legend who gets the first game. Good luck, Clive. Don't forget to whisper your answers to Quizbot 3000 if you can. Thank you for the host there, Tipster. Oh, that's going to really irritate me, that being there. That's going to really irritate me, that being there. This is your preview time. And if you are ready, let us begin. Which Andrew Lloyd Webber musical features the cast on roller skates? I'm going to move that mouse out of the way. That's going to irritate me as well. Starlight Express is correct. According to the proverb, which animal cannot change its spots? The leopard is correct. The French word frère translates to which member of the family? Brother is correct. Which artist released the song Thriller? Michael Jackson is correct. Which 1999 movie featuring a hacker named Neo shares its name from a mathematical object which strongly... The Matrix is correct. In Greek mythology, who, also named Kore, is the mother of Zagreus? You've used a quarter of your time and you're a quarter of the way there. You're on track for the million. You gotta pass that one. Maglite is a brand of what? Probably knows it. Where is the answer? Flashlights is correct. What is a male swan called? A cob is correct. What is the name of the purple character in the board game Cluedo? Professor Plum is correct. Which fruit ice cream flavour is typically part of a Neapolitan ice cream? 2.5 minutes remaining. Still have one pass. Still have both pits remaining. Strawberry is correct. Which American state's official pie is key lime pie? Get a pit. That's your first pit. Here's the question again. Which American state's official pie is key lime pie? Imagine you probably do know this. You're just using this time to study the board, try and find the answer, try and find future answers. And here comes... You're back in play. Florida is correct. Who was the first female speaker of the House of Commons? Half your time used up. Half of the questions up to the million. 10 out of 20 so far. Still all strikes intact. Incorrect. Correct answer was Boothroyd. How is the year 1997 displayed in Roman numerals? 1 minute and 45 remaining. Get a pit. That's your last pit. Here's the question again. How is the year 1997 displayed in Roman numerals? I think I see two answers there that are possibly in Roman numeral format. Which is the right one? And you're back in play. That one is correct. In C# coding language, what does int stand for? Also in various other languages. Integer is correct. 1.5 minutes remaining. As presented on the Hylian crest, the complete Triforce, or ultimate power, in the Legend of Zelda games is represented as 3 of what shape? Triangle is correct. The museum, known as MoMA, is found in which US city? 7 away from the million. New York is correct. How many rooms are there on a Cluedo board? Still have one pass. That was incorrect. Correct answer was 9. Bailout is active. What is the default internet browser for Apple devices? Safari is correct. 1 minute remaining. Which actor plays Ron Weasley in the Harry Potter film series? Can't get a question wrong now. You still have a pass though. 50 seconds left. Rupert Grint is correct. Hydroponics is a way to grow plants without what? 4 away from the top prize. Soil is correct. 30 seconds left. Mowgli is the central character in which story? The Jungle Book is correct. What colour flag is traditionally waved at the start of a motor race? At the start. 2 away. 20 seconds left. 15. Get a pass. No more passes. The song Rhythm of Life came from which musical? 10 seconds. Sweet Charity is correct. In what year was Hotel Mario released? 5 seconds. You're going to bail. Oh, so close. So goddamn close to getting the million, but just one off. Let's go over those past questions and the bail questions. In Greek mythology, who also named Kore is the mother of Zagreus? That was Persephone. What coloured flag is traditionally waved at the start of a motor race? That is a green flag. And the bailout question, in which year was Hotel Mario released? That was 1994. Oh, and you wish you'd gone for Persephone now. That was your inkling, was it? Welcome, Fox Hydra. Yes, you're just 1 away from the top prize, and that would have been the second time that would have been achieved by yourself as well. But let's see the points that everyone managed to get. Somehow we got some really good, real fast players here. Jerry, Loopy, and Egg Fried and Scorecat all scoring more than Clive there. Maybe getting some extra points there on the pit stop questions. But then we also have Tipster, Jaysack, Talcott, Drahuska, Ryan, Random, Catnip, Emsley, Avti, Lion, Cetra, and Puzzledan. All getting points on that. We move on, and yes, that is not your best win, Clive. Your best win is the top prize with 8.34 seconds left, but that would have been good enough for second place as well, I imagine, that performance just then. And let us see where everybody stands now. It's still not fixed. Avti, for some reason, is still getting freaking -1 rank. And he was one of them getting the -1 rank before. That's so weird. Don't know why that's happening, but we're going to have to deal with it. We're just going to have to deal with that's happening. Yeah. So, ignore XP for this evening because it's all going to be a bit balked, apparently. What is Avti's actual rank? Rank Avti. What? There's no ranking information? That's no. No. I don't believe that. I've fixed all this database stuff, surely. Quiz common experience. Unless for some reason his ID isn't what the ID is on this board for some reason. Let's have a quick look. Where are you, Avti? Avti, you do have 2052, according to this. But your ID's not matching for some reason. Everybody else is matched fine. Like, everybody else got the scores, but for some reason Avti's just screwed up. I don't know why. Well, we'll just have to move on, and I'll see what I can do to fix that. Meantime, here comes the second lobby for his. So yeah, for some reason, Navtees is just not there. So that does that, but if I were to do... Let me change it. Yeah, I know he is, because he joined the game. No, it's case sensitive. It's freaking case sensitive. It shouldn't be. The actual system's case sensitive. So he's trying to. He's playing with a capitalized name, and he is earning on that. But when it's then trying to match to the actual user, it's going, but that doesn't match what I've got. So this is. You change your name from Avti. Yeah, that's fine, Avti, but. I thought I had made the migration so that it should be using your actual Twitch unique ID, which is it's a number. But apparently I haven't, and it's still using your name somewhat. So that also means then this could also be broken in 1 versus 100 at the end. The two games in the middle, I know definitely use Twitch ID rather than Twitch name or Twitch display name. So those two should work, but... This one, Wonderwall and 1 versus 100 might be a bit broken for you, I'm afraid. Live fixing. Oh no, this is a mega stream. I'm not doing any fixing. We're just going to roll with it. You see there, Avti's logged in, and it's said, yeah, you're on level 10. You got 2052. That is exactly what I'm expecting it to say according to the database. But for some reason, when it awarded the points, it just goes, nah, not going to give you the points to the right account for some reason. Or maybe it does. Maybe it has actually changed your number. I don't know what the number was before. But I guess just keep an eye on it, Avti. If it is actually increasing, then fine. Yes, Sprite is 26 because people's levels are just way high at the moment, and there are no sprites for those. I only have sprites up to level 16. Okay, welcome, Elias. I did see you sneak in there as well. Yeah, I can fix points after. That's not a problem. It's just, yeah, it's a little irritating that we're getting these bugs happening, but hey, it's a super mega stream. Things were going to break. We have ascended, yes. All right, we have 19 users in to be picked for the hot seat. Hopefully those that will sort of watching along that first game now know how it kind of works as being a hot seat player. Clive has already played, will not be picked. There's actually only 18 potential picks for this particular lobby. But let's go. Let's pick a new player. Score count is the next one up. Good luck, score count. Oh, Quizbot needs subscribing so he can use the Doot emote again. Oh, well, there's a long answer name there. There's another quite long one there as well. Here's your preview time. Is the game audio alright on stream? It looks a bit low, but I don't know. I can't quite tell. And someone can tell me. Scorecat saying yes. Fine. Cool. Thank you. Here's your first question, Scorecat. Which company developed the game The Jigsaw House? 70's chair is correct. In which course of your meal would you eat an Eton mess? Dessert is correct. On what 2001 GameCube game do Ai, Mimi, Baby, and Gongon roll their way across a series of precarious platforms? Super Monkey Ball is correct. Which tapestry depicts the Norman conquest? I'll turn it up a little because people are saying it can go a little, so I'll turn it up a bit. Hopefully it's a bit better. Which tapestry depicts the Norman conquest? Bayou, there we go. Welsh cakes traditionally contain which type of fruit? Incorrect. Correct answer was currants. Which major confectionery company founded in 1911 shares its name with a celestial object? You've used 1 minute, 3 minutes remaining. You've used one strike so far. Both passes and pits are intact. Mars is correct. After Paris, what is the most popular city in France? Going to pass that one. In banking and finance, what does the initialism APR stand for? Annual percentage rate is correct. Which Eurovision Song Contest entrant starred in Liverpool 1? 2.5 minutes remaining. There's your second pass gone. No more passes left. Which continent has 6 of its strictly continental countries crossed with the equator? Africa is correct. Who were the first band to have 4 consecutive UK #1 hits with their first 4 releases? There is your first pit. Here's the question again. Who were the first band to have 4 consecutive UK #1 hits with their first 4 releases? 5 seconds and then we're back in play. And we're back in play. A little over 2 minutes left. Spice Girls is correct. In the TV game show Interceptor, which mode of transport did the Interceptor primarily use? Helicopter is correct. In which sport was Pistol Pete Sampras a multiple champion? Honestly, I never knew he had the nickname Pistol. Minute and 45 remaining. Guess it makes sense though. Incorrect. Correct answer was tennis. Bailout is now active. Western Christianity. What time is the witching hour? 1.5 minutes remaining. Still have 1 pit left. There is that last pit. Here's the question again. In Western Christianity, what time is the witching hour? You can't get a question wrong. You have no more passes, no more pits. 3 seconds, and then we are back in play. Back in play. From 3 AM to 4 AM is correct. Starting its revival in 2017, American TV show The Joker's Wild was hosted by which singer? Little over a minute left. Where is he? He's up there somewhere. Snoop Dogg is correct. 1 minute remaining. In a well-known proverb, a stitch in time saves how many? Nine is correct. The Riddler is a villain to which popular superhero? Batman is correct. 45 seconds remaining. The Red Baron, Manfred Albrecht Freiherr von Richthofen, fought as a fighter pilot for Germany in which war? Which one was it? 30 seconds remaining. Do you dare go for it? World War One is correct. Tsubaraya's Denko Chojin Gridman. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you on passing on that one on bailing. Let's see those passed and bailed questions. After Paris, what is the most popular city in France? That is Marseille. Which Eurovision Song Contest entrant starred in Liverpool 1? That was Samantha Womack. And the bailed out question. Tsubaraya's Denko Chojin Gridman was the source material for which American TV series of the 90s? That was Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. SSSS. I imagine that probably is Clive's question. It's yeah, that sort of Power Rangers Super Sentai thing, isn't it? You have to play the stream muted. I mean, that's fine. You can play it all muted, Quets. You just miss all the nice audio and me talking. I mean, it was not a pain to read. It was like, oh, I've got to switch into Japanese pronunciation mode a little bit, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of Japanese. I know you can't hear me say that. All right, Tipster top there with 175. Then we've got Looping Clive, Jerry, Talcott, score count, Catnip. Score count there we got into 6th place, 140. Catnip only 1 point behind. Then Drahuska, Egg Fried, Elias, Fellblade, Random Zombie, Emsley, Ryan. Avti got 74 and he was on 2052, so that should be 21, 20. All right, okay, we've got to remember that. Cetra, then Puzzle Dan, then Quets, then Jasak, then Lion. Don't think. Is that your best performance score count? Nah, it can't be. 14 out of 20. And so Avti's still, for some reason, saying that. But if I was to look up Avti on here, what's his score now? So it is actually totaling points up for Avti. That is a correct total. So it's only this display that's actually broken, and the rank command being case sensitive that's broken. Everything else is fine. You are actually getting points. Okay. You're okay with everything. Beautiful. All right. Welcome, Fellblade, for your first scoring game this evening. You're now up to 66th place with 170 points. All right. So let's start a new lobby off. Still got time for 2 or 3 games until we move on to the next game show. Back to work, is it, Elias? All right. Well, have fun with work. Bad manners done intentionally. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of a lot of online game show stuff, isn't it? Online video game stuff, isn't it? It's BM, but purposefully. So yeah, bad manners done intentionally. BMDI would kind of work. All right. 43 questions unused and active. Yeah, there are some that are marked as expert, which are currently toggled off, so I can switch those back on in a moment to make up. Yeah, we'll need at most 25 for a run, because duplicate answers is a thing. Yeah. So we are still good at least for one more run. And also depending on... No, thank you very much for the subscription, Elias. Appreciated.
Parting gift.
A parting
Less
gift.
than 3.
Less than 3. Thank you very much for that. So yeah, we do have enough for this game. If we don't have enough for the next game, then I'll switch on expert mode, because then we'll be able to actually have enough questions. But for now, we do have enough without having to switch it on. So let's start the next lobby up. Let's see who it's going to pick. Quetz! You are the next contestant up. Good luck in your muted state. Oh, thank you very much for the gifted sub to Quizbot. Here is your 15 seconds of inspection. And if you are ready, here comes your first question. At which London station would you catch the Eurostar for Paris? Which London station? Not really a good question. No, incorrect. Correct answer was St Pancras International. What is the background colour of an end of motorway sign in the UK? Jeez, so back-to-back UK questions for the non-UK participants. Gonna pass that one. Don't blame you. What name is given to the molten rock in a volcano? Magma is correct. Who was the first woman to be rewarded by a Nobel Prize in Physics? That's a quarter of your time down so far. Curie is correct. Which candy would you be eating if you were tasting the rainbow? Skittles is correct. What are the characters you create in The Sims known as? Is it an obvious answer? Someone gave a bad number, apparently. 2.5 minutes remaining. Still have one pass and both pits. Sims is correct. The first wooden UK roller coaster constructed in over 20 years, notable for catching on fire at points, is named what? You wouldn't really want a wooden coaster being caught on fire. You're going to pass it on. No more passes. Which upcoming singer or songwriter has a middle name Pirate? Pirate? Seriously? That's half your time now. Still have both pits remaining though. No more passes. Might be looking for just the last name on here. Eilish is the answer. In the original version of Tetris, the A theme is based on what Russian folk song? Bela is active. Hopefully Quetz should know this, being the host of Chase VGM. That's the one, yes. What nationality was the film director Alfred Hitchcock? What nationality? Still have both pits, remember. Probably can't hear me, but you still have both pits. Minute and 15 remaining. Incorrect. That is another strike. Correct answer for that last one was English. He was, unfortunately, of English nationality. And the past questions there. What is the background colour of an end of motorway sign in the UK? Much like all of the signage on motorways in the UK, it is blue. And the first wooden UK roller coaster constructed in over 20 years, notable for catching on fire at points, is named the Wicker Man, apparently. So there we go. Thought it was English, but you couldn't find it. Well, that is the problem with Wonderwall. Sometimes it's like, I can't find it, so it can't be that answer then if I can't find it. But no, it was up there. It's in Alton Towers, is it? Never been to Alton Towers. And I don't have any particular reason to go to Alton Towers because I've been to places with far superior roller coasters and rides. So, you know, I've been over to Florida. I've done all of Universal rides. I've done all the Busch Gardens rides, things like that. So, yeah, I've already ridden better than there probably is already there. Anyway, Tetris question had you smiling. Well, I hope it did. I hope it did. You being Chase VGM host, you should have known that one. So there we go. Lupine with the top points there in that round. Then it's Clive, then Tipster, then Samster, then Catnip, then Eggfried, then Talcott, then Fellblade, Jerry, Ryan, Avti, Emsley. Score count there yourself is Quetz in 14th place. And then it was Cetra, Trioda, Drahuska, Random Zombie, Wooter. Welcome, Wooter. Line TK and Puzzle Dan. That was a strikeout performance. Was that the best strikeout performance? We didn't use any pits. Is that right? 8 out of 20? I can't remember now. I can't remember how well we played, but your best strikeout performance, Quetz, is 6th. It looks like it's the right performance. And that's where everybody is. Ignore Avti because he's an outlier for some reason. But he is scoring points. So it's now 25-2. We have enough time for 2 more quick ones. Yeah, you just say pit or pit stop, anything like that. That should work. As long as it is a word and starts with pit, I believe it counts. So we've got two more rounds of this, I would say. We have enough time for that. So it's just gone to 25-2. So yeah, want this all to be done by 7:45. 33 questions left. Yeah, we will need to use expert. Yeah, I think it will be. I think that the one after this will be expert. I mean, we could turn them on now if we really wanted to, but nah, we'll leave this lobby open. We'll leave this lobby as it is. I'll do it on the next lobby. We have 18 players in. Lord Matt G, that's a new name I haven't seen. Welcome. Good to see new people around. PFYG. No idea what that stands for. Oh, you got food to have, Lupine. No worries. And as just a little side note to everyone, I'm putting in a 5-minute gap in between changing over of game shows, mainly so that I can do stuff to make certain the game's actually up. But then also so you can all get a quick break, quick break to get some water or go to the toilet or whatever. Just try and get the quiz show category updated with a picture. Oh yeah, that would probably be a good idea, Quetz. Yeah. Is it literally just a blank category? Yes, I think the trivia triumvirate need to be spearheading the quiz show category and improving it somewhat. It's got the purple. All right. Oh, purple question mark. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's a blank one. Okay. All right. I think we're ready to rock this lobby up. Let's see who's going to pick. Lord Matji! Straight in there with the new player. Good luck. If you need any help, just very quickly ask anyone in chat, or I can easily vocalise what you need to do. Quick commands are, you just type in the number of the answer you want at any given time. If you want to pass, say pass. If you want to pit, say pit. You get 2 pits per game. You get 2 passes per game. 3 wrong answers and you are out. That's all you need to know. Here is your first question. Good luck. In baseball, what does the symbol BB represent? If you can find the answer, just find the answer number and then put that answer number as a message in Twitch chat. Get to pass that one. Okay. Thomas A. Beckett was murdered in which Kent cathedral? Still have 1 pass left. Incorrect. Correct answer was Canterbury. Full name required. Who co-presented the first series of Live and Kicking with Andy Peters? If you're not from the UK, you'd have no idea what this answer is going to be. Gonna pass that one. Don't blame you. No more passes left. Which Japanese city was originally called Edo? The answer is that they're somewhere. You can't pass anymore. Incorrect. Correct answer was Tokyo. Bailout is now active. In the Mario series of video games, what is the name of the titular character's brother? Who is the brother to Mario? Luigi is correct. What is the German word for 16? It's a very weird number to be looking for as a translation if you don't know German. 16 is correct. The part of the eye that defines the eye colour is called what? If you do not know the answer to a question, you might as well use a pit to have a look at what there is. There, Iris is correct. Which film coined the phrase, I feel the need for speed? I'm going to say, if you don't know the answer, at least you can use your 2 pits that you still have to stop the time for 15 seconds at a time. You can't get a wrong answer anymore, though. If you absolutely have no idea, then you can bail and leave with the 7,500 prize. Unlucky! Correct answer there was Top Gun. You're all out of strikes. Bad luck. It was a good game for your first game, though. We've had worse performances. Talcott, Clive the Legend, Tipster, Fellblade, Catnip, Drahuska, Ryan, Jerry, Skorka, Egg Fried, Cookie, Random, Quetz, Avti, Trioda, Lord, Machi, Puzzledan, Emsley, Cetra, and Wooter all getting points on that. Here are those past questions. In baseball, what does the symbol BB represent? BB actually stands for a walk. And full name required. Who co-presented the first series of Live and Kicking with Andy Peters? That was Emma Forbes. I literally had no idea. I didn't watch Live and Kicking when I was young. I was watching SMTV Live instead at the time. So I have no idea what was on the BBC at the time. So there we go. Never watched baseball, so yeah, you would never have known that. So yeah, well, Edo, yeah. Again, it's they are trap answers for a reason. But it was still a good performance for your first time here. Especially being thrusted into the hot seat as well. Luckily, there weren't expert questions in the mix there. Not the best strikeout. No, sorry. Yes, it is one of the best strikeout performances. 13th best strikeout performance. So as we say, we've got Skyward and Steve that have done worse. And there's another one below that we can't see as well from Fun and Ref that managed to strike out in record time. And let's see where everybody lays at the moment. Of course, Avti broken thing for whatever reason, but that's where everybody stands now. Lord Matchy, you're now into 71st place with that XP. You're now up to 30 XP, and you're 65 away from the next level up. Okay, yeah, Farnham's was like less than 20 seconds to a strikeout, which was just crazy fast time. Quetz is, yes, you are tied with Drahuska indeed. Not far off from Talcott either. I think someone did clip it, Tipster. I don't know if I can find it myself right now, but oh, look at this question count we have. We have 25 questions unused. We have exactly enough. No. Depends who it picks. If it picks someone that has authored questions, then it won't have enough. I think I actually have to introduce more questions just to make certain that it can actually do it. Unfortunately, so I have to bring in the expert just because of that that eventuality. So we actually have 53, so that kind of tells you the distribution of expert to not expert questions we have. It's about 50-50. So if you feel brave in going for a 50-50 mix of regular and expert questions, then this is your opportunity. It's not purely expert, but it is a expert mix. And this will be the last run because it's now coming up to quarter 2. And I want to end this section on a quarter 2, so that's going to be alright. Alright, 30 more seconds and I'll start this last round off of Wonderwall this evening. Indeed, Lord Matji, yes, just being a spectator, you can just answer, and you get more XP if you answer before the hot seat player answers a particular question. You get less XP for answering after a hot seat player, but you do get XP nonetheless. So yes, always play along if you can. All right, let's get this final round underway. Good luck to everybody in the lobby. Catnip Fields, you are the last contestant this evening. Good luck with this expert mix of questions. Here is your board. This is your inspection time. There's some Japanese stuff up there. There's some German stuff up there. There's also some Latin or Italian stuff. Here comes your first question. Which gender of lion usually possesses a mane? Which one possesses a mane? Male is correct. To which Italian football club did Paul Gascoigne transfer in '92? You're going to pass it. Full name required. Which British comedian has had a tour and a book called Google Whack Adventure? Oh, it's a good one, this is. If you're not aware of this, I would definitely recommend looking it up when you can. I think it's all up on YouTube. Dave Gorman is correct. Claire Zakanassian offers her hometown a sizable donation in return for her former lover's death in what 1956 play? You're going to pass. I'm going to read that again. Claire Zakanassian offers her hometown a sizable donation in return for her former lover's death in what 1956 play? And we are back in play. Incorrect. Correct answer was The Visit. Which character from Death Note had their design accidentally switched with Mellow? Use a quarter of your time, one strike. You still have one pass and one pit. This one's got to be an expert style question. It's very specifically about Death Note. Incorrect. Correct answer was Nier. Bailout is active. Which country did flamenco originate in? Spain is correct. Which system of medicine is based on the doctrine of like cures like? Gonna pass that one, no more passes. London, Paris, New York, and which other city hosts the tennis Grand Slam tournaments? Which one is it? I can see the two, it probably is. Which one of the two? Melbourne is correct. When you're at the checkout and you hear the beep, think of the fun you could be having on which game show? Supermarket Sweep is correct. That's half your time. What is the last name of the ruler of the title castle on the TV game show Takeshi's Castle? Still have one pit remaining. You cannot get a question wrong though. Get a pit. This is your last pit. Here's the question again. What is the last name of the ruler of the title castle on the TV game show Takeshi's Castle? The last name. And you're now back in play. You may need to say the answer again, Catnip. Kitano is correct. The song Send in the Clowns originated in a musical by which composer-lyricist? Sondheim is correct. Jim Dale won a Tony Award in 1980 for portraying which infamous showman of the 19th century? 1.5 minutes remaining. No more passes, no more pits. If you don't know it, you bail. Or maybe you have a go at it. Maybe you have a little stab in the dark. 1:15 remaining. You get a bail. Well, you win 25,000 doots. Congratulations. It was a bit of a tough question, that, but it was a 50-50 expert mix. I think you did quite well, really, for that. Let's see the past questions. To which Italian football club did Paul Gascoigne transfer in '92? That was Lazio. The system of medicine, which is based on like cures like, that is homeopathy. And the bailed question, Jim Dale won a Tony Award in 1980 for portraying which infamous showman? That was Barnum. Well, you did win that one at least, Catnip, and bailed. Thought it could be homeopathy, but didn't feel like risking it. Fair enough. JSAC went AFK mid-game and still got 15 XP. Yep, congratulations. So Jerry OS top there, then Clive, then Tipster, then Fellblade, Talcott, score count, Ryan, Catnip, there you are. Then Random Zombie, Drahuska, Avti, Egg Fried, Lion, Lord Matchy, Quetz, Cetra, Wooter, JSAC, Samster, Trioda, and Puzzledan. Let's see where everybody stands at the end of Wonderwall. those are all the points at the end of Wonderwall. Problem is that I don't have the tech to transfer these points over to the next two game shows, which are now using the modern system where everything is just magic. So points will now probably dwindle back again when we move to the next game show. But I can correct scores afterwards. So I need to correct avts on that display, but it is actually calculating in the background. So okay, that is the end of Wonderwall.